was ODM. I tell people, when the chairman of ODM was Henry Kosgei, and the Secretary General was none other than Professor Anyang' Nyong, a very decent human being. I have a lot of respect. Can we clap for Anyang' Nyong? When those two people were running our party, and Baba was the party leader, and the current president was a member of the Pentagon, that was when a party was a party. But I'm wondering why Bandi is not here. Because Bandi was... So what happened? Millie became a member of parliament. So I won't discuss Shebesh, I won't discuss Sophia. They must write a book because I have written a book. And Millie, let me tell you, when they removed me as a majority leader, some cabal, I decided and saw myself having free time. But what helped me, and if you want to write a book, I'll tell you, even tonight when I go to my house, I'll spend about 30 minutes in a library in my house to write the highlights of the day, including this function. So that when I want to write a book, it becomes easy. So I used to write. So when my notebook, my diary is full, I put it safe. And so far I have sold 10,291 copies. In fact, it's part of my retirement. I think if I retire, I can live with the proceeds of that book. So please, politicians, let's write books. Thank you, Mheshimiwa Kajwang is here. A man I have a lot of respect for. And tomorrow I'm ready to answer your question on the plenary. You are very... tomorrow, please don't harass me tomorrow. So Millie, I'll tell you the good thing about Millie, and I'll tell you what I feel Millie is. Millie, I think, and I was asking Honorable Mother Karua, when we were joining parliament with Millie and Rachel and the rest, the Kenyan women who were in parliament were about 22, according to senior council. Me, I thought they were 18, but senior council, Mother Karua told me they were about 22. Today, I am a very, very happy man. As I stand here, there are over close to 100 in that house. Millie Odhiambo will go to history as a legislature. The legislature who brought the highest number of amendments to any bill during my 8 years as a leader of majority. She could even amend the title of a bill. When she missed anything else, she will amend the title. Clause by clause. 60% of the order paper on amendments used to belong to Millie Odhiambo. TJ Kajwang is my witness. And Millie Odhiambo used to keep us until midnight because we have to deal and argue with her amendments. Some of them are very similar. So what later we decided with myself, the late Jacoyo, may his soul rest in peace, the late Nyenze, and Kajwang were here, and J.B. Muturi, our speaker. We decided to become a friend to Millie Odhiambo because our life was difficult. So Millie will keep the house from 2:30. Committee of the house starts around 3. So she could keep us, few of us who are serious legislators, until close to midnight. So we started a policy where we said, okay, before we even put on the order paper, let us sit with Millie, the whole committee of the honor of that bill, and we negotiate. Give and take, give and take. Millie, please, this is okay. This one we... And she's very... Sometimes she can be very good. Sometimes she can be very... Let me use the word tonight I used on the clip. She can become cantankerous. One evening, one afternoon, she can cause chaos in the house. The other afternoon, she is the best girl in the house. She had both of us. But let me confess tonight, as a Muslim, There was one time we were passing a very controversial bill. And with President Uhuru Kenyatta, we agreed and we put a strategy and we said, what do we do with Millie? If Millie is there, we will have a problem. And I suggested, one of the tricks we were using when I was the leader of majority, I used to send the serious legislators who will oppose my bills on very lucrative trips. You know, trip like the US, members of parliament say they know. To go to the US, to go to South Korea, to go to Australia. It's not a trip you can, if you are told go to Zambia, to Addis, to Arusha, you will not go. So we agreed with the table service. We said, Millie is going, so and so is going. So I asked in the evening, I asked the staff of parliament, I said, are you sure Millie got the ticket? He said, yeah. Are you sure she's at the airport? Yeah, Millie is gone. So I told the clerk, put the order in that bill. And 3 o'clock I saw Millie walking, strolling, the way she strolls into the chamber. The lady I'm expecting, she must be connecting somewhere in another airport. I went to JB Muturi, the speaker, and I said, my friend, and she has amendments, what do we do? So the leader of majority has the powers to withdraw his own bill. So I just withdraw my bill. And I told the clerk, you tell me when Millie leaves. Millie, I think she realized the game we were playing. That's why she remained that day. The next day, she left. We passed our bill. But if there is a legislature, and I want colleagues to hear, and forgive me, sometimes it's because I have lived in that house for long. When I see a legislature, maybe out of anger, out of something, I see 411, I said, no, I should. Like what I did to Honorable Mungatana when he tweeted about censure. And even Honorable Manzo when he tweeted today about censure. I just told my driver, stop the car. There's something I want to tweet. I said, as a former majority leader, and now, there are many who are ranking members here. Lesuda, Kajuang, people who serve 2-3 terms. This lady is very, very great. She served under number of speakers. Speaker Barende, Speaker Muturi, Speaker Wetangula now. And I want to thank ODM that you made Millie to be the minority. The day she was made the minority, I told Bandi the following morning, now Millie is fixed. She cannot be cantankerous. She has to pass government bills. She has to go to the tea place and lobby members. Come. The whip is a worst job. Even worse than the leader, because you have to go bring members to the chamber. But I think she deserved that minority leadership. She deserves it. And I think it's the first time, particularly the majority leader and the minority leader from the opposition side, a lady got that slot. So, Millie, let me tell you how you'll sell your book. I saw a guy from Standard, a good friend of mine. Is he here? Yeah, talk to that guy. Please stand up. Before I launched my book, I had to sit with Nation and we had to bargain. And they had to do a serialization. I don't know whether your book has mine is controversial. Apart from the chapter about my livelihood, the rest of the other chapters are very controversial. So I told that guy, please do for me a serialization. Somebody has now sued me. A very great leader in our country has sued me. He has sued my book. And he told me what you have said, because mine is for the record. And I told him, 2 of the people on the chapter you are suing me are alive. And one of them has forwarded my book. when I was doing my pleadings to the court, my lawyers told the judge, one of the person who has forwarded this book was sitting in that meeting. He read the book and he forwarded. So I hope nobody will sue you. And he asked for orders. He asked for orders that my book, I can't sell it unless I expunge. But I pray, I'm a prayer person, I prayed. The judge said no, the book should continue selling. Kenyan politicians, Kenyan leaders, every month I read a book. Yesterday I started a book, a good one, a friend brought me. It's called Greatest Speeches, Greatest World Speeches. A collection of all the leaders from Mahatma Gandhi to J.F. Kennedy. It's good to read books, and it's good to read bills. I have talked for long. Resho Shebesh, I think it should be about 16 years, from 2008. 16, Millie Odhiambo, we are so proud of you. We are so proud of the leaders we have in this country. Now you are the whip, you must change your behavior. Last night I saw you saying, if you touch Papa, and you are on the corridors. I know you were talking. Lastly, when she fight in 2013, that was her greatest challenge. The party wanted to throw her out. She suffered. But this lady is very strong. She won and she won again. She added the number of women. After you, Lesuda followed you. And many other constituencies. Millie even used to say, women should vie for constituency seat. Thank you very much. Thank you, leaders. Let's celebrate our sister. Let's celebrate our leader. And thank you for inviting me. And I hope I've bought you a book. Please sign for me. Becomes part of my library. And I have all the books of the Kenyan leaders. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you, CS. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. CS, because of your position, you're allowed to speak for that long. The only other person who's allowed to speak for that long is Mheshimiwa, Her Excellency, Martha Karua. Ladies and gentlemen, we have more digging time.